Trojans. Trojans spent a frustrating first half in their homecoming game trying to figure out how to battle these Bulldogs and how to battle their own mistakes, as they had a number of turnovers that cost them dearly. Kelly Burke and Billy Gordon with you with our MCPS TV Game of the Week. The Bulldogs will be kicking off to start this second half. The Trojans will get a chance to try and get something on the board. They've been blank thus far. They had a great drive just prior to the half ending, but they were unable to convert, and it's still 17-0 Bulldogs.
And the most significant factor for the Gaithersburg Trojans is that Kurt Morris is not in the football game. After that leg injury, he did not return, and he's their most versatile performer. He's their leading punt returner, leading kickoff returner, leading pass receiver, and perhaps their best defensive back.
All right, Gillen is about set to kick off. Beard is deep for Gaithersburg. Frazier is also back there, along with Bucky Smith.
Squib
it's
kick
a squib
again.
kick. Smith has got it, but the flag has been thrown. It looks like there was offside, and they'll probably bring that back. The Bulldogs dominated in the first half, had 112 total yards, and controlled time of possession.
Yeah, we have an encroachment on the blue team. Dead ball, 5 yards.
So the kickoff will take place 5 yards closer to Trojan territory. Might not make all that much difference since they've been squibbing the kick anyhow. It's Joe Gillen, who has a field goal in this ball game, doing the kicking. Sends it on the ground again.
It's a nice bounce.
This is Beard with it for Gaithersburg, but he's stopped at about the 30-yard line. You can see by the statistics, Billy, that Churchill's been dominant.
Without question, Churchill has doubled total yardage, 112 to 58. No passes completed, so that's all on the ground. 5 for 8 for the Trojans in the air. 112 yards rushing for the Bulldogs, only 14 for the Trojans.
You can see 3 turnovers for Gaithersburg, and they were critical. Even though the penalties were in Bulldogs had more penalties, they didn't have any turnovers, so that's part of the story. Great line play by the Bulldogs. Boy.
Gang tackling by the Bulldogs.
Horn
Number
on the carry.
44. That's Matt Swindle.
And others, and
leading,
company.
And definitely having some assistance that time.
Artiga and Kang in on that tackle. Had a great performance out of Chi Kang. Call him odd job. He got the job done in that first half as he recovered 2 fumbles and forced an interception by getting the quarterback, Jermaine Wilson, to throw earlier than he wanted to. Wilson is looking to throw here. Does throw in the flat to Woodward. A nice catch by Jason Woodward.
Yeah, Jason Woodward caught that ball on his knees.
He's been the key receiver for Wilson. They show some real promise in the passing game with 5 for 8 in the first half. They've had to do short passes, though, because of the pressure of the Bulldogs. Bullock comes out from the defense of the Bulldogs. He's that big 265-pound tackle. And Friedson goes in for him. Wilson throws long. He's got a man, but it's thrown out of bounds. No good.
And he was hit that time as he threw the football, and he took a shot on his hip. He's getting up very, very slowly.
He's going to know he was in this ball game. He's been hit a number of times. Woodward was the intended receiver. The ball was just thrown out of bounds.
Yeah, and Woodward was open that time, going down the right side, had the cornerback beat.
Attempt at a 30-yard pass play, but the Trojans are not able to convert on that 3rd down, so they have to punt. Woodward is back to punt. And the Bulldogs, depending on how this goes, should get good field position. It gets actually a Bulldog bounce does not help the Trojans out much, and the Bulldogs will get field position at the 40-yard line, their own 40. There is a flag, however. The referee will let us know in a second what it is. Trojans needed to get that drive.
We have a personal foul on the White.
He said White, he pointed toward blue, so which is it? Calling it white. Okay,
Well, if it's a personal foul, then that's going to be an automatic first down.
That's right, the Trojans.
And that could be a very costly penalty.
The Trojans have had a couple of breaks in this ball game with penalties. They certainly, the Bulldogs have now this is the 7th penalty for the Bulldogs. And they also got a call on a controversial play in the first half that got them a big first down when on a collision between a receiver and a cornerback of the Bulldogs. The receiver went one way, the ball thrown by the quarterback went the other. It was nowhere in the territory
We have
of
a
the receiver.
personal foul. White team, 15 yards, first down.
But the official still called interference, and it gave them a big first down. But they were unable to convert. However, they get new life here. 1st and 10 from their own 49. The Trojans needing to come back, 17 points down. Jermaine Wilson looks to throw, throws to Ken Murray, but it's too high. Incomplete. Just overthrew it.
Yes, very.
Say we have a dead ball, false start on the offense.
It wouldn't have counted anyway. That time, three-step drop. Quick look into the tight end. It was overthrown.
And a penalty will push them 5 yards back, making it 1st and 15. They will get the down over. Ball is back now at the 44-yard line of the Trojans. As we said at the beginning of this broadcast, both teams were on paper pretty evenly matched, but the Bulldogs have been dominant so far in the game. That's Horn.
Tim Horn.
Nice hole over the right side, and he gets a first down.
Ted Horn.
Gets across the 40-yard line of the Bulldogs, and the Trojans needed that life. As big Ted Horn carries his 210 pounds for a first down.
He's been virtually the bulk of that Trojan offense from the line of scrimmage.
Maybe all those Corvettes at halftime there from the homecoming show have fired up these Trojans. Certainly the crowd is still with this team. Good pitched. And a nice tackle. There's number 22, Bucky Smith, showing his speed there. And a good tackle by Artiga. But it's a first down for the Trojans as they move quickly down the field here in their 2nd possession of this half.
Again,
Actually, I guess you call it still their 1st possession since the penalty brought the ball back and continued their drive.
remember, these Trojans have that big play capability with those outstanding skill people.
Clock has been stopped. Coaches of Churchill are trying to stop the bleeding here in this drive.
It's John Harville out there on the field with his Trojan club.
He obviously realizes that he has to throw the ball a bit against Churchill and utilize the speed that Gaithersburg has in order to make things go. That was really the gain by Horn and the gain by Smith are really the two biggest gains on the ground that Gaithersburg has had.
I can't understand why they don't use that option play a little bit more with the speed of the quarterback and the running backs, and perhaps those short passes which have been successful for them.
So the ball is at the 25-yard line of the Bulldogs as the Trojans are on the march here.
Here comes the option.
Good coverage by the Bulldogs and good hustle by Wilson as he does get something out of it, about 5 it looks like. Artiga, cornerback from the opposite side, showed good hustle in chasing down Wilson.
Yeah, that's excellent coverage, excellent defensive coverage playing the option. Matt Swindle that time took the pitch man, so there was no one to pitch the ball back to.
Of course, you have to string it out on the option, and they did that very well. But Gaithersburg did get 5 yards on the play. And they're on the move. Option to the right this time. Nice cutback by Wilson. He's got a first down and
may
more.
score.
He might make it.
Jermaine
Touchdown.
Wilson.
A great effort by Jermaine Wilson, the
There we
quarterback of the Trojans. He's getting smothered there by his own team.
I don't know if Coach Harville heard me, Kelly, but
Must have, Billy. I mean, gosh.
that option play, I'd run it to death, man, with a quarterback with that kind of speed and ability and those quick bats trailing.
Well, you can bet they will from now on. It's worked.
Well, that was their bread and butter play the last several years with Mark Basin. Outstanding athlete who played the quarterback position here the last 3 years for the Trojans.
Jason Woodward trying the extra point. Low kick, but he does get it over that bar, and it's good. And the Trojans are coming back, 17-6.
Well, that kick was good, Kelly. That
I'm
kick
sorry,
was good.
17-7.
Okay, let's take a look at Jermaine Wilson. Moving to his right, fakes it to Horn. Turns upfield, breaks a tackle. And gets into the end zone, breaks 2 tackles.
The option, of course, makes the decision real tough for the end and the cornerbacks. Who do you take?
You take the quarterback, he makes the pitch. You take the running back, the quarterback turns upfield. That's why it's called the option. That quarterback has an option of either turning upfield or making the pitch back.
Ray Leonard is deep now to receive for the Bulldogs. He really was a lot of the show in the first half, especially the first quarter for the Bulldogs. They didn't use him much in the second quarter. They need to get the ball in his hands.
Beyond me, why he never touched the football in the second quarter.
He'll touch it now on this kickoff. We'll see how the blocking sets up. He's still on his feet. Good leg drive, still on his feet. Great effort by Ray Leonard.
Yes, sir.
Brings it up to the 34-yard line.
That's a determined individual. And talk about that first quarter. He carried the ball 7 times in the first quarter alone for 62 yards. And let's take a look at this replay as a good look at Ray as he goes to the sideline limping. Catches the ball. See his blockers out in front. Bunched up, hit here by about 3 guys. Breaks a tackle.
He did that pretty much on his own. Nice effort. With 7:58 to go here in the third quarter, the Bulldogs now take it at their own 35-yard line. Option to the near side, short side of the field. Tim Ford on the carry, but a nice play by Frazier and Horn.
Frazier and Horn that time just collapsed that time, coming up very quickly. That option
to the near side of the field is a little tougher to run because you just don't have the room.
Really tough to run that option, but again, it's we've seen the option on the last 4 plays from both clubs, Kelly.
Second down now, no gain on that play. Trojans showed some life here as they score for the first time in the ball game. They're now down by 10. Pressure now by the Trojans as Crawford throws deep, overthrows his intended receiver, out of bounds. Incomplete.
Flag thrown on the play that time as Crawford aired it out.
He has a little trouble setting up to the left side. He's had problems throwing all night to that side.
Okay, we have an illegal procedure on the offense.
A lot of penalties on the Bulldogs tonight. That's their 8th. They're still up 17-7 though, and they have not really turned the ball over. Just been the penalty.
Okay, procedure, offense decline.
So that brings up a 3rd down. No, that should be a 2nd down and 10. From the 33-yard line.
I don't know why it's 2nd down,
should
Kelly.
Be 3rd down, that's right.
Should be 3rd, and the option
there
play
we
didn't
go.
gain anything.
They finally turned the card over there. Crawford hands off to Leonard.
Yeah, nice hole.
The line really opened up a good hole there on the right side.
Good burst by Ray Leonard Jr.
Mercado the right guard, Karp the right tackle, and Harsanye the tight end. But that brings up a 4th down, is short of a 1st down. Ball is just across the 40. So the Trojans will get it back here. Crawford, the quarterback, does the kicking too. Sent a beautiful kick down the field earlier in this ball game. 38 yards, out of bounds, prevented a return. And it's these special teams of the Trojans that are tough.
Nice
Here's
kick.
Frazier, and he can fly.
Uh-oh, he's going to get to the outside. He got one guy to beat.
Good tackle.
Fine play by number 78.
That's J.P. Igme, 6'3", 195-pound junior who prevented Frazier from just getting outside or he'd have gone a ways.
Another nice kick by Melvin Crawford, that's 32 yards from the line of scrimmage. His last one was 38 yards. It's a pretty good average.
And that's about his average on the season, 32. So the Trojans, who scored on their last possession, put a pretty good drive together, aided by a few penalties against the Bulldogs, will try again from their own 34-yard line. Wilson hands off to Horn up the middle. Good contact there. Nice hitting by both teams.
And that time Horn was really quick off the mark. He was nearly past Jermaine Wilson. He just barely got that ball in his gut. He really hits the hole quickly.
Kang was in on that stop along with Chung, Tony Chung, and that Chung was the one who put the good hit on Horn there, and that's 170-pound senior hitting a 210-pound fullback. Good fundamentals on this Bulldogs team. Second down now and 6 yards. Wilson looking for the option again. He won't be able to pitch it here, and the Bulldogs closed on him as the pitchman took it real wide. And there really is no gain on that play.
There's a big guy getting up, Kelly.
That's Rufus Bullock, and you hit it right. He's big, 265 pounds. He's not in there all the time. He's in there on what obviously the Bulldog coaches feel are going to be running plays.
3rd and 4, he just came to the sidelines. We can expect Jermaine Wilson to move to the outside or put the ball in the air.
They've had success on it with a short passing game. They look to do that here. Good pass, but Woodward is unable to hold on to it. That was well thrown.
Yeah, well thrown ball that time, but pretty good coverage from that secondary.
So the Trojans are unable to get a first down on that 3rd down play. It brings up a 4th and 4. 4:50 to go unofficially in the 3rd quarter. Trojans are behind by 10 points in this important Division I game.
Low percentage pass that time. I thought perhaps Wilson would turn upfield.
Woodward's kick is fielded.
Fumble!
Fumble.
Trojans!
Really should have let that ball go.
Trojans.
And the Trojans do recover. They get a break here. First turnover by the Bulldogs.
Opportunity knocks.
That ball is at the 34-yard line of the Bulldogs. Robbie Miller tried to field that ball, and that was attempted a shoestring catch, and it just was too tough to handle.
High snap that time. Woodward gets off a low line drive. And there you can see the fumble clearly. And coaches like to see those punt returners just move out of the way and let that ball bounce. Possession is the most important part of any offensive club.
This is the first big mistake the Bulldogs have made, although they have had a number of penalties called against him. Here comes Wilson again. He's going to run this ball.
Run all the way.
Bulldogs string it out pretty well, though. They put the hit on him. He's still on his feet, but his forward motion ends and the whistle blows. Gets it down to about the 31, 30-yard line, somewhere on there.
Positive yardage. Positive yardage picked up about, looks like about 5 yards.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down, about 5 yards. Wilson averages 4 yards a carry, so they like to run him on the option. Of course, he's got a tough act to follow in Mark Basin, who was that outstanding all-everything quarterback for Gaithersburg last year. Basin is what, at a junior college in Texas?
I understand he's down in Texas. I think it the San Antonio area.
2nd down now as the Trojans try to get back in this ball game. They got 1 score back, trying for another. Wilson looking to throw, throws short into the ground.
Had a wide open Jason Woodward.
Didn't throw it early enough as Woodward made a nice cut on a sideline pattern. He knows it too.
Yes.
Going back to the coaches saying he was wide open. A little frustrated there. 3rd down now, and this is an important 3rd down as the Trojans need to get 2 scores to get back in this ball game.
10 points down. 3 minutes, 24 seconds left here in this second quarter. Big opportunity.
Bucky Smith goes out of the ball game. Frazier's in and is split wide. Frazier's a real speedster on that far side. 3rd down and about 7. And once again, the sack. The linebacker,
Like
number
Tony
59.
Nope.
Tony, no, it's 59. And that's Gabe Matus, who's the defensive tackle. The tackles have played well for the Bulldogs. Wilson unable to get that ball away, and the Bulldogs hold, bringing up a 4th down and about 13. And Woodward is in to kick here.
And you can expect a pooch kick here, short kick, try to get it down inside the 10-yard line to maintain field position.
Miller is back with Neal to receive this. Fair catch is called for. Miller holds on to it this time, but it's back within the 10-yard line and inside the 10, about the 9.
And that's exactly what John Harbaugh wants, to back him up against that goal line, shut him down, and get the ball back in field position with an opportunity to score.
There was good coverage there, though, so Miller probably made the right play. Gaithersburg might have been able to down it even deeper. As Miller showed good guts there, coming back and hanging on to the ball after dropping the previous one. So the Bulldogs come out now with 1st and 10 from the 9, and they got to be careful. They turned the ball over in their last possession. Handoff. About 5 yards on the play over to the right side. I think that's Leonard.
Certainly is. And I'd certainly, he'd be a featured back in my offense, Kelly. I certainly like the way he carries the football.
The Bulldogs get about 4 on that play.
2 quality backs in Ford and Leonard, without question, on this Churchill club.
Swindle is into the ball game now, split to this near side. The handoff is up the middle to Ford, and boy, Gaithersburg's fine defensive end, Burnell, just moved in on that as if he wasn't even blocked.
Yeah, Mike Burnell on that left side with an assist from Ted Horn, bringing up a 3rd and short. Big play for the Trojan defense.
64 for Gaithersburg also did a good job. 3rd and 2, a big play here for the Bulldogs. Leonard is given the ball over that left tackle, and it's short. He does not get the 1st down as Gaithersburg, the right side of that line, plays tough. So it's a punting situation for the Bulldogs deep in their zone, as these Gaithersburg Trojans are coming back playing tough here in the second half. They were pretty well pushed out of it in the first half. Less than a minute to go now in the 3rd quarter, as Melvin Crawford, who has punted well so far, the 2 times that he's had to punt.
Let's see if Frazier can get his hands on this ball, Kelly.
Back about the 3-yard line. There's not much of a rush. He gets a good spiral off.
That's Frazier.
Frazier at his own 49. They attempt a reverse, but it's a fake.
Breaks 2 tackles. Can he turn the corner?
No, the Bulldogs close in on him. Nice defense there as they spread the field out. Trojans really have made it this year in their special teams play. Bulldogs have done fairly well holding them down, though.
Certainly have. Fine coverage that time.
But good field position for the Trojans.
Another exceptional kick by Melvin Crawford. He's averaging about 37 yards a kick. That one 39 yards from scrimmage.
He's also getting it up in the air, giving his team a chance to get down and cover it.
Good hang time.
From the 47-yard line now, the Trojans try to get into Bulldog territory, and they hand off to Horn over the right side. He's about to midfield.
That's just about all the time we have in this 3rd quarter.
The official time, of course, is kept on the field. It has not yet been signaled by the referee.
This second half here, Churchill's been shut down. 15 total yards.
Now it's
in the
called.
third quarter. 15 total yards by the Bulldogs.
So the Trojans are coming back. And that's the end of the third quarter of play in this ball game. And the Churchill Bulldogs still lead the Gaithersburg Trojans 17-7.